Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here because the Lord's been showing me some things, and I wanted to get them out to you. I've got other videos I need to make, but this is a short, quick one. I just wanted to get this out as an encouragement for you guys. And the other ones are encouragement, but they're just way longer to make. Um, I had been hearing the name Sarah, Sarah, Sarah all week, and last week I've been thinking about it because this girl named Sarah, whenever I was a kid, one of my best friends, was bit by a brown recluse in the eye when she was a child. And she almost lost her eye and it disfigured her face. And it was really hard for her for a while, for a good while. And she's beautiful too. And so it really affected her, but she still turned out to be beautiful. It healed up decently. She was beautiful still. She was so lucky, so blessed. But I've been thinking about her because you guys, there's some dreams I hadn't put online. Some are just I thought were fully personal, but now I'm realizing nothing is personal. Everything is for everyone. And so I'll have to make the videos when I can, but they have a backstory on dreams and whatnot. And I want to get out what I already have to get out. So that's why I've been talking about what's been going on. I've been being attacked by the enemy. But of course, it first started with the fleas, and then it's gone up the food chain ladder. Like for real, it really has gone up the food chain ladder. It's very strange. But so that name Sarah, okay, has been in my mind. But I knew it was in my mind for a different reason. I knew Sarah was gonna come up. And I've totally forgot about this vision until I saw Holly Two Moons put her video up. Haven't even watched it yet. I just saw the title and I realized, oh gosh, Sarah. It's Sarah. So Sally, which I hope I didn't know if you guys noticed, but Sally, the cut off head that Barry all uses in his videos, the hairstyling wig head thing. Its name is Sally. He named it Sally. The Lord will add little things in between here and there, like that between believers. He places the same thing in all of our lives, but in different ways. So we all have pieces to the puzzle. We all have all the pieces to the puzzle. We just don't realize what all, you know what I mean? Like we can only break down so much. And so, I had already thought, wow, that being Sally, and maybe after that, the rest is left behind. I don't know, because that was left behind Sally. I was thinking about that, and then whenever this hurricane came in, because the Lord has always spoke to me through the names of the hurricanes, and I've known the hurricanes will tell us because I knew the storms would come first, and they are. It's going to be stormy here for 3 days, where I'm at now, and in Alabama. And I've always said that it would storm like that for the days beforehand. And so, whenever I saw this vision, I was so excited, guys. I don't know if y'all remember it, but I'm gonna let some of it play. We'll see how deep I let it get into it, because you could always go back to the other video. But if you want it all together, I wanted to kind of like put it together. And then I also wanted to review the vision and see if I heard anything more from the Spirit now that it's been a little while. Because the Lord most of the time will just like add more to it. So let me just play this for you guys. Nice, rustic, and beautiful. It just connections that I found. So in this vision, I'm looking into the backyard of my old friend's house. They lived 3 houses down from me, and their father's name was Paul,
and he grew flowers and trees for a floral shop or something like that. And God,
I wanted to make mention of this too. It's interesting. The Lord's been sprinkling this whole florist idea in my life in several areas, and I just find that really interesting because um, we are growers of the fields and harvesters, and so I find that just a really cool way to show to show connections there, to the Lord. So I also have friends, brothers and sisters in Christ that were florists, and the Lord used their job and stuff to teach them as well. And so I think that there's something here, but I need to look into more into like probably even just looking at the definition would help. So if this video is not too long, I'll look that up.
guys, he was constantly in his greenhouse just fiddling with his flowers, and all his flowers were all held up by like little sticks, and they were all perfectly laid out and managed. Like they were taken so well care of. And in the vision, I see him sitting down, and he's looking around, and he looks anxious and excited. He's looking around like he's waiting for his guests to arrive. And he's sitting with his daughter Sarah. His daughter Sarah is a twin. Her twin, his name is Hayes, but he is not in the vision. But you can tell that they're both like excitingly awaiting for that person, like whoever the guest is. And you can tell that the guest is literally going to walk through the door at any moment. Like that's how I felt. Like I felt their excitement. And what you could see was it was a huge, like, nice, rustic and beautiful. It just looked so simple but beautiful. Sorry, I have recorded this video a lot, and man, that has caught me off guard and just canceled out my video every time. So luckily, I caught it in time. I've got to get used to recording on this thing. But so. So that's what I saw, and it was this banquet-looking backyard. I don't know, like a wedding reception, something like that. And
I also want to make mention
when I went to research,
I also want to make mention that last night talking to brothers and sisters in Christ, we made some connections that I had heard the word Banquet TenneseeA, like your country's in Tennessee, all country sounding, and and they had a dream of being workers at a banquet, and then at this banquet for like a wedding party. But then another brother in Christ told that one that had the dream of being the waiter, the banquet waiter. He said he could see the banquet from the outside of the building, and the banquet workers looked like they had like a light glowing in them. I believe that's what he said. So I found that interesting too. That this vision would come up. Of course, everything falls in line now with what the Lord's saying. It's like nothing is not important. It's just impossible to ever look into everything. But let me continue playing
this vision and pray on it and ask the Lord what this was about, I could not for the life of me remember the word greenhouse. I could not at all. Like, I didn't even know how to word the question into Google to figure out what it was that I saw, because I knew it was a greenhouse, but I could not. I was like, glass house, I don't know, I just could not come up with a name. And then all of a sudden, when I'm typing it into Google, the word greenhouse comes to my head. So it was a greenhouse. And so let's take a look at the definition, or one of the definitions of a greenhouse. Let me see. I think that is... Are you joking? Nope. There we go. Okay, sorry. It was going to play the video. It might have played a second of it, of the one that I messed up. So this is what I found. A greenhouse, also called a glass house, which is what I was thinking of,
is sufficient heating a hothouse. Now, mind you, the Lord has shown me we the bride, go through the refiner's fire. We have to. We will not become gold or diamonds at all if we don't go through the fire, just as I think it was like Him, Shem, and Abimelech, or Him, Shem, and Shem, and Shem. I don't know what all their names were, but they went through the fire, you know. And so it's a structure with walls and a roof, chiefly made of transparent material, such as glass, in which plants requiring regulated climatic conditions are grown. Now, whenever you're growing something in a greenhouse, it's normally florals or trees, things that are sold to be done at like to be like put in at your house and stuff like that, right? Or it's little foods and stuff like that they're like modifying and different things, but you're meticulously watching over this food or this flower, this plant, its growth, and you're making sure that it grows to perfection by using a greenhouse. Now think about this: if we are the Lord's first fruits, right? And it says here that if we are His plants, right? We are going through the required, regulated, climatic conditions to be grown. So for us to become that perfect first fruit for the Lord, He's putting us through climatic, regulated conditions, which I found so interesting because my life has been climactic my whole life. There's been situations that when I describe them to people, they're just like, what? Like, my life, if I told you the whole story and little things that have happened, you would be like, you're not even telling me the truth. Like, a lot of times people will hear what I'm saying to them, they just look at me like, you are embellishing or something. You know what I mean? And I know all of you experience that because I've noticed every single one I've ever met that is the bride of Christ and is grown as the first fruit has that life, has gone through a life like that. And we have, because every little step in your life has prepared you to go through them, to get to the point where the Lord's taking us right now, where He's leading and guiding us to, and showing us that there's a point when He takes us and we come back that we're going to use all that we've learned and have grown from. Okay, so that's just what I got from the greenhouse, and I thought was really, really cool. Let me show y'all what the name Paul means real quick. The name Paul means small or humble. Okay, and then I also wanted to show you the name of Sarah. Sarah means princess, and Sarah in the Bible, Sarai. His name was quarrelsome, but God commanded her to be her name to be changed before the birth of her son. Which is, guys, this dream or this vision is actually really profound. When it comes to the next video that I want to make about twins. But I think I hear my kids, and let me think. I think that was the last bit that. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. Everything is still pointing me to looking at Rosh Hashanah. I don't know about you guys, but everything the Lord's been showing us is this time frame, you know? I mean, it's all combining at this time frame. I mean, I guess it could go on, you know, but I just don't see it happening that way. So I pray that the Lord keeps you and strengthens you. That I know right now there's a layer of darkness that has recently come over the world. It feels like I pray that the Lord will give you strength, endurance to make it to the end of the race, that He will strengthen you, revive you, and that He will give you a double portion of His peace up until the moment that we leave, and that whatever darkness is to come next, guys, at least I just wanted to say this, at least from what I've been experiencing, I know this, we're going to have to go through the last area of darkness because it has to rise to a high enough level that we make the light, it makes a whirlwind. And from some of the stuff I've been experiencing from the enemy lately, I wouldn't be surprised if you begin seeing like very supernatural stuff, like stuff would never even say I've seen more than once or twice, but certainly not on a regular basis like I've been seeing it. Like it's like scary movie stuff, okay? Like those scary movies I think are about this time, about the days of darkness. I don't know, cause like don't let the enemy get you in the mindset of watching what the enemy is doing. Um, Always keep your mind above, and you can see the enemy from above too. You can watch the enemy and protect yourself from the enemy from above with the Lord. Um, he's given you wings of an eagle to fly, so do it. And just keep your eyes on Him, because when you do, the Lord really does give you like a peace. Because I don't know, I just feel like I've really been shown that this past week, that keeping your mind on Jesus right now is the most important thing possible. And it's right now that this apostasy is, we're rising to meet the Lord in the air. And through this darkness, Satan's able to reach up and tear some of those people down and get them to the ground, and they won't make it this time around. And so, uh, if you see yourself falling into some sort of slump like that or anything, just look to the Lord. Ask the Lord, read in His Word. 100% read in His Word. That helps so much. But the Lord will keep you. He will not suffer to lose a sheep. And I don't believe that there's just one rapture. So don't sit there. If we do leave and we rapture out, do not sit there and think it's hopeless for me, because it's not. Jesus will still be there. You can still give your life for Him, and there will be other raptors. So I love you guys so much. This is just pointing to the time frame we're in, and I really believe it's just for this year. So, but I'll let you guys go, and I love you guys. God bless.